Your grandfather saved for 30 years, bought a house, retired with a pension. Your parents invested in index funds, rode out crashes, built wealth slowly. You panic sold crypto in 2022. You can't afford a house. And every financial advisor gives advice that feels wrong. So what changed? Not your brain. The money did. Let's start with a fact that feels uncomfortable. Baby boomers, millennials, Gen Z, and Gen Alpha have completely different relationships with money. Not because of work ethic, not because of values. Because the money system changed underneath them. Baby boomers, 1946 to 1964. Money was tangible and stable. You could hold $1 and know what it would buy next year. Pensions were normal. Housing was affordable. The U.S. was still on a version of the gold standard until 1971. Their brains learned, patience pays off, save for decades, buy a house. Stay at one company, retire comfortably. The system rewarded delayed gratification. Gen X, 1965 to 1980, money became paper promises. Pensions disappeared. 401k to replace them. Suddenly, you were responsible for your own retirement. The dot-com bubble burst in 2000. The housing market collapsed in 2008. Their brains learned, trust cautiously. The system could betray you. Millennials, 1981 to 1996. Money became abstract anxiety. They graduated into the 2008 financial crisis. Student debt ballooned. Housing prices detached from wages. The advice they got, work hard, buy a house. It'll pay off. The system broke that promise. Their brains learned delayed gratification doesn't work anymore. This triggered something called hyperbolic discounting. I'll never afford a house anyway, so why not spend on experiences now? It's not irrational. It's rational within a broken system. Gen Z, 1997 to 2012. Money became gamified digits on a screen. Robinhood, crypto, meme stocks, NFTs, TikTok financial influencers. Their brains learned FOMO is survival. If you're not early to the next thing, you'll be left behind. Then 2022 happened. Crypto crashed. Luna collapsed. FTX imploded. Billions evaporated. Gen Z didn't just lose money. They lost identity. Being early to crypto wasn't just investment. It was social positioning. When it crashed, it felt like public failure. Gen Alpha, 2013 present. Money is invisible code. They've never seen their parents use cash. Payments happen with a tap. Value is a number in an app. Their relationship with money hasn't formed yet. But they're inheriting a system that's fully abstract. Section 2. Money's function change. Here's what most people miss. It's not just that how we use money changed. It's that what money means change. Money used to serve one purpose: survival, food, shelter, safety. Your brain evolved for exactly this. For 200,000 years, resources meant staying alive. But in 2024, in developed economies, money rarely means survival anymore. It means three other things. 1. Identity. Money has become who you are. Apple or Android isn't about specs. It's tribal. Your brain treats spending as social positioning. This is ancient. Status games kept you alive in small tribes. But now, instead of displaying hunting skills, you display AirPods. 2. Status. There are two kinds of wealth today. Visible wealth, Rolex, designer clothes, luxury travel, new cars. Invisible wealth, index funds, paid-off mortgage, net worth you never mention. Your brain evolved to notice visible signals. Today, the wealthiest people often look ordinary. But your brain still rewards you with dopamine when you look rich, not when you are secure. 3. Time. Modern money's most valuable function. Buying future freedom. Retirement. Passive income. Financial independence. But here's the problem. Your brain cannot emotionally process freedom 30 years from now. This is called hyperbolic discounting. Behavioral economist Richard Thaler explained it. We massively overvalue immediate rewards and massively undervalue distant ones, even when the math says the distant reward is far better. Example, would you rather have $100 today or $120 in a year? Most people say $100 today. Would you rather have $100 in 5 years or $120 in 6 years? Most people say $120 in 6 years. Same time gap. Same extra $20. But when the reward is far away, your brain can think rationally. When it's close, emotion takes over. This is why you know you should max out your 401k, but you feel like you should upgrade your phone. Let's go back to 2022. Bitcoin hit $69,000 in November 2021. By November 2022, it was under $16,000. If you bought at the top, you lost 77%. But here's what's interesting. Boomers who lost money in index funds during the same period mostly stayed calm. Gen Z, who lost money in crypto, had emotional breakdowns. Why? Because for boomers, the stock market is a tool for future security. A crash is painful, but it doesn't threaten identity. For Gen Z, crypto was identity and status. I'm early to the future. I understand what boomers don't. I'm financially free at 25. When it crashed, it wasn't just loss aversion. It was identity collapse. This connects to prospect theory, developed by Daniel Kahneman. Losses hurt roughly twice as much as equivalent gains feel good. But when you add identity loss on top of financial loss, the pain multiplies. This is why people panic sold. Your brain was screaming. You're losing status. You're losing your identity. Get out now. And millions listened. Here's the pattern. Every generation faces the same cognitive biases. Loss aversion, losses hurt more than gains feel good. Hyperbolic discounting, we overvalue now, undervalue later. Sunk cost fallacy, we can't let go of past investments. Mental accounting, we treat money differently based on arbitrary categories. These biases evolve for survival. In a scarce environment, losing food could mean death. In an uncertain environment, eating now was safer than saving for a winter that might not come. These instincts kept us alive. But the money system no longer matches the environment our brains evolved for. Boomer system, tangible, stable, rewarded patience. Their cognitive biases align with the system. Gen Z system, abstract, volatile, punishes patience. Their cognitive biases are fighting the system. Same brain. Radically different money world. If you want to understand this deeper, 3 books explain the mechanics. Thinking, Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. Explains System 1, fast, emotional, instinctive, versus System 2, slow, logical, deliberate. Your money decisions? Mostly System 1, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. One key insight. Wealth is what you don't see. The person driving a $100,000 car might be broke. The person in a 10-year-old Toyota might be a millionaire. Misbehaving by Richard Thaler shows how mental accounting and hyperbolic discounting shape financial behavior in ways classical economics can't explain. These aren't self-help books. They're system explanations. Understanding this doesn't fix it. You can know about loss aversion and still panic sell. You can know about hyperbolic discounting and still undersave. Because knowing and feeling are different systems in your brain. But understanding why you make these decisions changes something important. You stop blaming yourself for being irrational. You're not broken. Your brain is doing exactly what it evolved to do. The system changed. Your hardware didn't. Boomers aren't smarter about money. They just lived in a money system that matched human psychology better. Gen Z isn't dumber about money. They're navigating a system that actively conflicts with how brains work. So what does this mean? It means every financial crisis will feel personal. Every market crash will trigger panic. Every new investment trend will create FOMO. Not because people are foolish, Because the gap between our instincts and our systems keeps widening. Money used to be about survival. Now it's about identity, status, and time. And your brain is still trying to solve for survival. That's the mismatch. That's why even smart people feel confused. That's why your grandfather's advice doesn't work anymore. Not because it was wrong then. Because the money changed. Your brain isn't bad at money. It's just running software designed for a world that no longer exists. Understanding that won't make you rich, but it might make you stop feeling broken.